Hey guys, welcome back. Joe here again. We're going to try something new tonight. We're going to do the practice. Our normal Tuesday practice has been moved to the
Jason, did you come
Wednesday
across that tire chewer yet?
because we our last one kind
Haven't even
of.
had a chance to look. I'm sorry.
Okay, I got to.
Oh, all good. I figured I'd ask. That's all.
So our last one here it didn't work out so well. If you've been watching the iRacing stuff at all, you notice that there has been some concerns with the actual rendering. So I put it, and there hasn't been a lot really said about it. So I put in a ticket and I just said, "Hey, iRacing, here's the stream. Here's my files. Here's what I'm doing. Here's what's going on. This is what's been happening. When I race in public races with computers not included, everything works okay. But when I race in private races where we have to have an AI involved as well, everything just poops all over the floor. And pooping on the floor is obviously very problematic when you're trying to run a race. So I'm going to say, first of all, iRacing gets back immediately. It was the next morning. So I sent that at like 11 o'clock on, well, our last practice, or our last race. No, it would have been our last practice, our Sunday practice. Hey Omar, I at 11 o'clock I sent it, and then by the first thing in the morning they had a response back. They basically just said, hey, we just need some more information. If you can please give us the details, the track, the cars, the situation, whatever's happening. So I sent it all to them. They had me run some diagnostics on the computer. And when it was all done, they came back and just said, okay, you're not the only one. We're tracking some issues. We have a fix that is going to be put into place. Here are some workarounds in the meantime. And as you can see on the top of the screen right here, they are putting the fix in tomorrow. So at one point tomorrow, the hot fix will go into place. Hopefully that will cure the issue, because apparently VR has been destroyed. Apparently VR is absolutely whacked, and they can't do much about that. So, or well, they are doing something about it, but hopefully it will be good. Hopefully we'll get our frame rates back. We'll have less page faults. It was actually really interesting. I've learned a lot over the past few days with trying to figure out why these bars up here are suddenly half gray. And ultimately, the idea is that iRacing allows an 11 millisecond return time for the rendering, but what would normally be like a 4 millisecond, it's coming back as like 12 or 13. So it's this is all page faults. These are just frames that are just not happening. My video card, my CPU, it's all working so hard to try to get a response back so quickly. But the way that the way that everything's being rendered now, it's not. What's going on with my steering wheel? It's not working very well.
The pit lane speed limit is 56
All
kilometers
right,
per hour.
let's get out here and see what's going on.
Stay behind the white line. Okay, Joe, we've got 10 minutes to set a lap.
Speeding in the
We'll need
pits.
to come into the pits to serve the penalty.
Let's try that again. I thought my pit limiter was already on. I am incorrect.
The track temp's increasing. It's now
There we
44
go.
Celsius. You're all clear.
There
Stay
we go.
behind the line.
So with our practice nights, cold tires, man. With our practice nights, we go immediately into a 15-minute qualifier, followed by a 45-minute race. 15-minute qualifier, followed by a 45-minute race. Again, it's just to try to understand tire wear, fuel usage, when we'll have to pit, things like that. And our race, which if this practice goes successful with all of the computer cars on track, if it happens to be successful, then our race, I think, is
That's
this?
the fastest lap for Taylor,
I think next
54.04.
week. I don't know. I have to check. I have the dates there. I think we have one more Sunday practice and then the Tuesday race. But definitely, if you haven't been racing much since the update, it's been a week, the tire model is so significantly different
Sector 1 time's
in
okay.
such a huge way. So it's when you leave the pit, the tires are ice cold, and you have zero traction, when you start to get in there, you got to get a couple laps to get some heat into your tires. But the first couple laps, not only don't push, but don't try.
All right, Joe. There's a car exiting the pits. Heads up. Pole position. The lap time was at 53.30.
Now that all the computers are pulling out, that will be the fastest lap that I'm going to get. In the qualifier, I did the other day with the computer on the track, basically what ended up happening was I was able to pull a fast lap at first, and then after that I couldn't get any clear track to be able to do anything else. It was frustrating, but by the end of it, I ended up starting in 9th place because the computer will find its own gaps. This lap, of course, will not count.
On your right. Hold your line. Clear right.
I am so off of my driving line for this one.
Sector 1 time is good.
Whoa.
Sector 2.
Left side. Clear left.
Yeah, I've got to find
The leader has just done
a space to get a lap.
The guy behind has just done a 53.36. P2.
Oh, I tried to outbrake that guy and just went way too deep.
This lap won't count. You've cut the
I'm not going back in. I need to keep... Oh, wait a minute. I know what I gotta do. What am I doing? Go back in. This is not a fixed setup. I've been driving way too many fixed races lately.
The car ahead has just done a 52.53.
Okay, so apply.
The guy behind has just done a 53.31.
There you go. When you're not doing fixed racing, drop your fuel.
There's traffic on the exit. Keep it tight.
I don't feel like this is gonna make a lick of... Ah, I did it again. Okay, I'll just get off the track. Again, cold tires, don't do it. It's a trap.
There's a car approaching. Stay behind the white line.
See?
Blue flag. Yellow flag. Watch out.
Oh, someone's off in the bush there. The good thing is about this track is that the lap time, as you can see, they're 51 seconds for the fastest
Blue
lap.
flag.
So, a small error, fine. Pull yourself together, get back on track. Oh, oh. These red pills are hard to swallow.
Blue flag.
Alright, let's see what happens here.
P8.
Oh, that was horrible. I really killed that one. But look at this. Like, I'm already up 8/10. Make sure you pull your fuel out. Oh, or just kill your entire lap like that. Tire temperatures make all the difference. See if I can get back moving again before somebody hits me. Okay, so here we go. Start another lap. Let's go. I have some space ahead of me, and that is a GT3 car.
E9.
Okay, I need to brake.
Right side.
I need to brake a
Clear
lot
right.
sooner. I go way too deep in that corner. Keep thinking I was doing some practices on Virginia International Raceway, and the brake areas on that one are at the 2 board. I was racing with that GR86 a little bit earlier today. That is a really, really interesting car. Like, in a good way.
Sector 2 is 0.128 off the pace.
Just like that. Lap ruined.
Car left. Clear left. On your left. Hold your line. Clear left.
10th position. The guy ahead has just done a 53.18.
Oh no! Alright. I'm just going to accept my demise in the 10th position. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Headphones. Bring the guys back into this 1 second here. How's everybody's levels and stuff like that? Mine are pretty jacked.
What do you mean?
If I take a look, it's better. I'm running at 64 frames per second, but my RG are like red, bright yellow, pretty dooming, I'll say.
All clear on pit exit.
Oh, you mean
Mine aren't
the RGR,
horrible.
but
It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see once we start the race, just for the idea that normally we were still able to get through qualifier. It wasn't until we actually started the race that things went haywire. But that would also be because so many cars are rendered in such a small space. Okay, so make sure I fuel back up again, because I've made that mistake too many times. Yeah, this is my concern right here. These numbers right here are what are the concern for me. 84 frames per second, that's okay. I just want to check something really quick. Graphics, yeah, still cranked. Everything's still...
That's the end of the session. P11.
I used to get... Actually, when I'm not... When I don't have all the streaming
cannot
stuff up...
stress enough how much I hate this track.
You don't hate this track, do you?
I really hate this track.
The thing with this thing here is this has really obviously negatively impacted the frame rate. So 60 frames per second, I'm still okay with that, but it's the rendering and the
Yeah, all these vehicles close together really jacks up the levels for sure.
Yeah, like I'm all my levels are red and yellow, and jumping on the track I'm sitting at 46 frames per second, but I would assume that as we start to race and get separated, that will help.
In the right column.
But I guess
got
we're gonna see.
37 frames per second.
There, Antler pointed out earlier today there is a hot fix tomorrow, so we're hoping that that's going to be the answer.
I am at 14 frames per second.
1.4?
Yes.
That's like Etch-a-Sketch frame rate.
Yeah, it's hurting my eyes a little bit.
I'm a solid 55, 60.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see if I experience what you guys did last time, where once the race gets started, all the computer cars just vanish off the track.
Yeah, somebody's just got to punt Antler. See if he disappears.
What the... All right, boys, good luck. Big question mark, good luck.
Yeah, really.
Turn 1 is going to be turn 1.
Shit show.
Get ready, going green.
Probably won't make it anyways.
Fast repair on.
Green, green, green.
Oh, I kind of shit the bed on that one.
Car left.
Whoa!
Clear left. On your left. Still there. Clear left.
Wow, I lost a lot of positions on there.
Start's okay. Now find your groove.
I mean, it was my fault for testing the, to see if I still had race director privileges in this race. As the flag goes green.
So the good news is I made turn 1, but I did not make turn 2.
P14.
Turn 2 is overrated anyways.
Well, I did have a little help from whoever was beside me.
This will be another attrition race. Even though it's computer races, one thing we've noticed is that the computer still makes a handful of mistakes, which is good. It's not like the AI used to be where it's like they were
Jason, expect to go that slow through there. My bad.
Leader's just
absolutely
50.93.
perfect every time.
P12. That lap time was 53.23. Sector 1 is 1.5 seconds off the pace.
Like that right there, those were 2 AI cars.
Just can't get this front end to bite.
Yeah, the track conditions are really strange right now. Oh!
I hit the brakes, the front end locks up almost every time.
I'm really honestly surprised that hitting those red pills don't just jack your alignment.
You're in the top 10.
P10.
So how's that for attrition, right? Like, I was just in 14, absolutely fell back like crazy, but now I'm in the top 10. .66 frames per second. Levels all maxed. went way too deep on that corner.
The gap to Gardner ahead is increasing. It's now 1.1 seconds.
Performance holding up so far.
I'm still 66 frames per second. My levels are all high, but this is still way better than it was when I was running it. Oh, there's Pig Nose off in the field. I do appreciate that these computer cars are killing themselves as well. Ah, that corner was a bad one for me.
Slow car on the left.
Stop hitting that, Joe. There we go.
Go left.
P9, you're pulling away. The gap behind is now 4.2.
Wow, he's...
All right, Joe. The next car is Gardner.
I definitely gotta start pulling up on these guys. How did that happen? They were just 4 seconds ahead of me. And now they're 2.5. Yeah, so the only finicky things that I've seen so far that might be race related is it said that they were like 1.2 ahead of me, and then I looked and they were 4 ahead of me, and then I blinked for a second and looked back and they're only like 2.4 ahead of me.
The gap to Gardner in front is now 3.2 seconds.
Did it say, what did it just say? 1 point, but it says he's 3.5.
Slow car ahead.
That lap was a 52.84. Yellow flag.
So 2.5. There we go. I always make the mistake of hopping on the throttle way too fast. It was a good conversation I had with Martin last night, just talking about braking, improper braking, getting on throttle before you're actually done turning. And just kind of low-hanging fruit, I guess you could say, of ways to make your car faster. And it all comes with experience. I always recommend watching other people race.
P9, fastest lap.
Find streamers that are really good, like Martin Crisp. Go find Martin. He's super fast. He's a a 56K iRating racer, so watching him race is almost like going to school.
The gap behind
And if
is
you're
now
watching him
3.3
on
seconds.
YouTube, it's great because you can,
Left side. Clear left.
if you're watching him on YouTube, you can pause. I mean, if you're watching a recording,
Nice
you
one.
can pause and like rewind and look at different corners and stuff like that and analyze how he's driving. Makes a big difference. I was watching him doing some runs on Red Bull Ring and realized some things that I was doing very wrong. Another track he did the other day too was the same idea. I was analyzing his laps, just trying to understand like how is he. Because the one track I was doing, I forget which one it is now. I was watching his laps and I
Okay, Joe,
decided to do the
hold
same
your- just
track,
keep it smooth,
and
no
he is a
mistakes.
4
P8. That
seconds
was at
faster per lap.
53.40.
4 seconds. And it's like my absolute best lap. So I used the same car. I used every tune available to me to try to figure out what was the fastest lap I could get. And he was still
Hi, Jason.
4 seconds faster.
It's Steve.
And even earlier today when I was running those GR86s, I decided, you know what, I'm going to hop into the car of the #1 guy. And he was something like an 8,000 iRating, who was just practicing the GR86 cars. And I gained, like lost I should say, I
There's a car leaving the
improved
pit lane.
by about 2 seconds just by watching what he
Slower
was
class
doing.
car ahead. That
It's
was
such
at
it's such a
53.16.
different
Sector
experience
one
to
is
watch these people who
1.2
are
off the pace. Sector
like
two is
aliens how
0.5.
fast they
Car
are.
right. Clear right.
Oh, there's Vince behind me.
Slow car ahead.
Oh.
Right.
Oh no! What's going on? Oh. The guy spun off the track. You guys couldn't see it. I saw it on my side screen, but there was a car off the track.
Seventh position. Okay, Joe, you're approaching some slower cars. These guys are fighting for position.
Clear left. On your left. Hold your line.
Oh,
Still there. Clear left.
oh. Man, you're picking on that GT4, Vince.
Yeah, they're funny through that chicane, huh?
No mercy, no quarter. They're just gonna bang you through.
Left side. Clear left.
Clear on the left.
On your left. Clear left.
Clear on the left.
You're coming up on a slower car.
Car left. Clear left.
Clear on the left.
These GT4 cars are gonna be a pain in the ass on race day.
The gap to Gardner ahead is increasing. It's now 1.2 seconds.
Yeah, these GT4 cars are gonna be an absolute pain in the ass on race day.
You've just done a
Do we know when that is yet?
53.08. Sector 1 is 0.6
What's that?
off the pace.
Do we know when that is yet?
Well, if this works, it'll just be a regular scheduled race day. I'll just get Antler to run it instead of me. Which, if I remember correctly, is next Tuesday.
Slower class car ahead.
so far this is working. I mean, we're 13 minutes into the race itself, and the AI is still on the track. That's a huge improvement. Oh, that was nice. The GT4 held those guys up.
Clear left.
Nice one, Joe. Good pass. Eyes front. P5. That lap was a 52.61. Sector 3 is 0.36 off the pace. Use all the track. Force them to find the gap.
It seems that the computer, and this is maybe premature, they're not interested in taking hardcore dives on you in that little chicane.
Coming up on a slower class car.
Oh, this is actually a faster lap than my...
Car left. Clear left.
Your lap times are improving. This is exactly what we need.
I agree. My lap times are improving, and this is exactly what we need.
Yellow flag. You're approaching some slower cars. These guys are fighting for position.
Ooh, murdered that section in a bad way. Look at how much time I lost on that one.
Left side. Clear left.
You've just done a 52.68.
On your left.
Yellow flag. Caution.
Clear left.
Oh. I was testing a few other cars the last couple days, and it's amazing how different the force feedback is for each car. Like the Ferrari feels like it doesn't even have force feedback anymore. This one's pretty tough, the AMG. The Lamborghini is not so hard, but the Porsche, I got into that thing and I was like, what? Like, I don't need to go to the gym if I'm gonna drive that car. It's clearly a lot of attrition if I'm up here in 4th spot. Ooh, don't do that. It's a good way to get myself in trouble.
Pressured. Keep your exit speeds up. Your lap time was 52.87.
Oops.
Car left.
Yeah, I just let that
Clear
happen.
left.
Oh, my arms are toast. Oh, no. I picked the wrong stopper line again. Need to do like the 3 or 2.5 at best, and I definitely went way too deep on that one.
Slower car ahead. This guy's the class leader.
My tires are going to be bald after this.
Slower cars ahead. The class leader's up here.
On your left. Clear left.
Clear.
Left side. Clear left.
Clear.
Oh, wow. I don't know if you were watching my rearview mirror or not, but that Porsche got a little bit held up, and that Ferrari just came through like a bully.
The gap
Hi,
to
Jason.
Castillo ahead is now 10.0.
Heave again.
Skipper.
Okay, Joe, you've used half your fuel.
Whew. 31, 22 laps in. Man, that Ferrari wants my position.
You're approaching a group of slower cars.
Right side. Hold your line.
Oh!
Clear right.
Clear.
Bad luck, mate.
Yeah. Hopefully no damage. Good re-entry. I feel like I had him enough room. It's lap 23, so I'll have to check that later, but I feel like he had enough room and he just came over on me.
Coming up on a slower class car, E7.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Oh, no, 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 that's my fault. That's 100% my fault.
You cut the track. Keep it nice and tidy.
It's 100% my fault. You have to come to a full stop on this track. If you spin the tires on this track because it's off off canter, you just continue to move backwards. So come to an absolute full stop and then steer from there.
Car left. Clear left.
Man, these curbs are vicious now. Okay. Let's get a move on and see what I do. So now I'm probably going to be in like 11th place,
E9.
9th place. Absolutely my fault for that second one.
Yellow flag.
On the left. Go right.
Thanks for waiting, GT4 car.
The gap in front is now 3.3. All right, Joe, we're halfway home. We estimate 17 minutes of fuel remaining.
17 minutes,
Is the car leaving the pits?
39, 45.
Go left.
That lap time was
How's everybody's tires feeling so far?
52.55.
Not great, but not bad.
Right.
I find my tires have gone away on me big time.
Well, I did a better job on that one. Whoa.
Far left. Clear left.
Clear.
Gotta be ready for those guys.
There's a group of slower cars ahead.
On your left. Clear left.
Clear on the left.
That Porsche ahead of me, car 47, that is for position.
Slower car ahead. This is their class leader.
Probably could have dove him there. Maybe next lap, see where we're at.
20 minutes remaining. You've got 20 minutes left. E9.
Oh!
Car right. Clear right.
Clear on the right.
Sorry if I tagged you there, Vince.
Yeah, just letting you guys bounce.
I wasn't sure if I hit you or not.
Oh, you did. Be more concerned for yourself at this point in the race.
Martin, did you get race labs working yet?
It is now 0.5.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you said last time that you had the radar and stuff like that all working as well.
Yeah, I love the radar.
The lead car's pitting. Coming up on a slower class car.
Hi, Jason.
I imagine the front left tire is going to be punished the most on this track.
On your left.
Oh, most likely.
Mine is.
Still there. Clear left.
Mate, that was great.
I just dove in on a Porsche, and then he tagged the red pill on the way in there and just like launched his front end.
Left side. Clear left.
Clear.
P5.
Just did a 54.9, guys. Woohoo!
Sorry, what are you saying?
Said I did a 54.9.
Great work.
Great. I'd say
Car
like
behind is
mediocre,
reeling you in.
but
The gap is
I'll
now
take it.
0.34.
Well, it's great work considering you said you hate this track.
You do hate this track.
Back in pit.
Okay, Joe, don't let this guy distract you.
It's like me and Laguna Seca.
Take a look at that any day.
Every time I run this track, I just think about how awesome it is to run this with Skip Barber. That was a good corner exit. Boom, look at that. Whoa.
We like this. Keep doing it. P4.
It's just, it's so small,
Good move, mate.
it's hard to get a rhythm going.
You're coming up on a slow
I will
car.
agree with that. This is a track that
10
I
minutes of fuel remaining.
constantly am fighting.
Yeah.
Now, if it's anything like last time, this guy will hit the brake as soon as he exits that corner. What?
Left side. Clear left.
Dude, a GT4 car, I think he just tried to defend against me.
I just hit my fastest lap.
Back in fourth position.
How did I get back and forth again?
Yeah, what'd you get?
Left side.
51.98.
Clear left.
Okay, Joe. 15 minutes left. That's
Go.
15 minutes. The gap in front is increasing. It's now 18
Oh, God.
It's
seconds.
faster than my fast lap.
Slower class car ahead.
That's a great lap.
Car stop on the left.
Yellow flag. It's a car exit in the pits.
Hey, Martin, you can't park there.
Go left.
Almost made of a full lap.
Car right. Clear.
On your left. Clear left.
I'll tell you, all this time in the pit is really cooling my tires.
Oh!
On your right. Hold your line.
That actually is quite jarring with an 8 Newton meter wheel.
2.5.
Hey, Steve, have you hit those pills at all?
Just once I tapped.
Yeah, if you hit those things hard on, it's quite a jarring experience with these direct drive wheels.
Yeah, I hit one in practice, one of our earlier attempts, and it was nasty.
Like if we race this track after Vince gets his podium put on, like this could break his hand.
Yeah, it could, spiral fracture his forearm.
How you feel about that, Vince? You're gonna have a sim racing injury.
Slower class car ahead.
Yeah, I've seen guys literally break their wrists on some of those simu cubes. It's crazy.
Imagine going to work and having to file a modified worksheet for that.
Make something up.
You've just done a 52.60. Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
Car left. Clear left.
Well, if they're unpredictable, they aren't anything, because it's one thing for sure. These GT4 cars are ultimately a complete mystery wrapped inside of an enigma.
Wrapped inside of a turducken.
I want one of those so bad. But I want to go like down to Louisiana where they made them and have one down there.
4.
All right. Bang.
Okay, Joe, we estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining. Yellow flag. Coming up on a slower class car.
Clear left.
Clear.
The gap behind's increased to 4.0 seconds.
Yeah. He's struggling to get it to turn in.
Left side.
You have about
Clear
5
left.
laps of fuel left. Clear.
I could have went bad. I didn't give him the time that I thought I would need to give him, and I turned over on him, and he just happened to clear, or I just happened to clear him. That was almost a tragedy.
10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. The gap in front is now 19 seconds. The track
Oh, yeah,
temperature is
I'm not-
falling. It's now 42
I'm not catching up to
Celsius.
that.
Car right.
That was a
right.
terrible spot for that guy to obey a blue flag.
Slower class car
Did he
ahead.
take you out?
No, Vince was behind me like a good distance, and heading into the chicane, the guy decides to basically stop, and then
Car left.
I hit his back bumper, and I think Vince got his car stopped in time.
Your black flag buttons work?
Negative. I did check. That was actually why I missed the start. I was playing around with the buttons, and the flag went green, and I wasn't ready to race.
Blue car ahead.
We'll have to set that up too.
Blue car ahead.
Yes, sir.
You got a blue car on the right. Go
What
left.
is happening here?
On your left. Clear left.
Clear on the left.
Oh, do, 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 do,
Clear on the
do.
right.
Okay, Joe, we've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
All right, testing my boundaries just a little too much.
You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
You've got 2 minutes of fuel remaining. Slower class car ahead.
Ooh, missed the pill that time.
Left side. Clear left.
Let's make your
Come on,
new
don't make it
fuel
easy for him.
race.
Make him go the long way around. We're running on fumes, mate. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap.
Oh yeah, it's
2
definitely
litres
pit.
remaining. The leader, Castillo, is pitting.
So clear pit, refuel,
You have about 1 lap
repair.
of fuel left. Blue car ahead.
Very little fuel left. Hit this lap.
Tire
Hit this
inflow.
lap. Slower class car ahead. 1 litre remaining.
5408.
Look out for the pit speed limit. Pit lane speed limit is 56 kilometers per hour.
I'm really
We've
curious
put
as
you
what
to
my
the
tires
end.
are gonna look like. 4.
3, 2, 1. Right here.
What's that? You
Tires
do that?
are I can finish the race on that. In the actual race, I would probably
We're done. Get going.
change my tires in the first stint and then finish the race
There's a car behind.
on that.
Stay inside the line.
I wonder if the computer took tires as well. I
Car
doubt
ahead's
it.
pitting now.
Maybe that's how I wound up back in 4th position again, because they had all pit before me, because these guys were pit. Well, 41.
All right, Joe. Come on, stay focused. Apexes and exits. Apexes and exits. 5 minutes remaining. 5 minutes left. P6. You're coming up on a slower car.
Wow.
The gap behind's increased to 8.6.
On your left. Clear left.
Clear.
You're gaining on the guy in front. The gap is 19 seconds. That's your best lap in this session. The track temperature is decreasing. It's now 40 Celsius.
Car left. Clear left.
Clear.
Slower class car ahead.
Left side. Clear left.
Clear on the left.
There's a car rejoining in front.
You got a toy car on the right.
Your last lap time was a 52.67.
Car right. Clear right.
Clear on the right.
Ooh, that was a good cut through there.
That's 5 minutes of fuel left.
That guy went into pit.
That was a 52.04.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
Wow, that was a... Look at my time jump up on that one. That was a huge exit on that one. Half a lap and I'm already up 6/10. I clearly nailed that. And then lost 2/10 there.
Jesus, I just hit my best lap yet.
Dude, the track
51.28.
the track is coming in so well right now.
Slower class car.
On your left. Clear left.
Clear on the left.
And did you lose that or did that guy punt you?
Just lost it.
no, 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 no.
We've been warned about track limits.
You got a penalty for cutting the course.
B6.
I'll take 6. I'm happy with 6 considering I think I qualified in 11th. And I drove off the track 3 times.
You just got the white flag. That means one more lap to go.
One more lap to go.
Oh, I'll take that. Ooh. I'm like, I'll take that.
You knocked your wheels out of alignment.
Oh, so it does do it. How did I hit those other ones so hard and it didn't do anything, but that one did? Oh no! Got it. Whoa.
6th place. Okay, that's the finish. Well done, mate.
There's the flag. It's over. Good job.
Oh.
Good job.
That was actually a workout. Like a legitimate workout. Oh, 23. Lap 23 it was. Laps. 23. So here we go. Let's see what happened here.
I hit one of those pills, went on my roof, unfortunately.
It actually tipped you over?
Yeah, look at the look at the last lap.
Okay, 1 second. I just want to see how this guy took me out. Okay, so different TV angle. So we went through there fine. But this might have been, I might actually own this one. Chase camera? No, that was, I'll take that one. I'll take that one. That one was me. Okay, last lap, Vince says. Let's see what he does. That livery on your car does look so good.
Yeah, they're a big team in I think it's Super GT.
Okay, so here he comes. He says he hits the pills and winds up on his roof, so let's see what happens. Oh! Hey, at least you landed back on your wheels again.
Yeah, it wasn't all bad, I guess.
And then we do this. Bring it all the way around this way. It's neat how inside out the track is on the other side as well.
I like this track. I think it's got a good flow to it. But it is really short.
Yeah, I feel like if you can find the flow, you're fine, but I just couldn't get into it.
I can be quick around it, that's for sure. I'm like top 5, top 10 fast lap, but a single lap doesn't mean shit. So
And paste. Send that to the guys so they have something fun to look at. Vince won't know I've been doing that, so that'll be...
yeah, lesson learned on that picture, eh? Don't hit the red dot.
I hit that pill about 3 times. The last time I hit it with my tire, and it does knock the alignment out.
I hit it one time where I hit it with the front bumper in a practice, and like just probably passenger side center, and it literally kicked me all the way across the track and into the grass. I felt like I hit a solid wall.
Yep, I had that the other day too. Like I hit it front center, and it shot me straight up in the air, and like did a backflip. And I was like, oh, I should save this replay, and then like a dumbass, I didn't. So let's take a look. All right, so taking a look at the lap times, it was pretty good. 51.7 was my fastest lap. I think Steve, you got 51.2. So out of us, I think you are the fastest lap, which is awesome.
Yeah, that puts me about, I don't know, top 15 in fast laps. A lot of the guys' fast laps were really fast. A lot of 51.5, 51, couple 50s.
In this race here?
Yeah, this race, there was 2 people who had 50. 50.9 and 50.8 were the 2 fastest.
Yeah, I see that on there too. Yeah, I was very happy that Pignose made some accidents and ended up not on my butt all track, and I actually passed him when he was in 13, so that was good.
Funny how there's only 5 people on the top on the main lap. Everybody else was at least 1 lap down, if not more.
When it's a 50-second lap, I drove off the track 3 or 4 times, especially in turn 1, where as soon as you hit the grass, you drive all the way out to the barrier.
Yeah, instant ice rink.
Yeah, I did that. I think it was twice, 2 or 3 times I did that one, and then on like the 9th lap, I didn't move over and I hit somebody. I thought the guy punted me, but I watched the replay and it was my angle drove into him, and that caused me to get punted off the track and spun over by the barriers. No damage, but it was still off the track and slowing me down.
Yeah, and then the minute you're trying to drive to get back on the track, you get the wheel turned. You're going in a different direction. The wheel's pointing. It's insane trying just to get off the grass.
Yeah, I've learned on this track you have to come to an absolute full stop before you try to start recovering yourself back onto the track, because like especially turn 1, it's a major off camber, and even if you try to hit the gas to go in a straight forward motion, it will just continue to coast you backwards.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's insane.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to wrap this up for tonight. That was the practice. It worked. So that's the thing. So that means we might actually be able to have the race. Maybe we'll do another practice on Sunday like we would typically have. But again, the last practice was absolute bust because of the errors. So hopefully we'll have the race next Tuesday. We'll know soon. We'll probably know by Sunday. And if we can't get it back up and running again correctly, then we'll just full send it. And this next race, which will be...
Joe, you don't know how happy I am to finally find that tree topper. I've only been looking for it for off and on for the last 4 years.
Yeah, you'll have to send that to me again because the picture was so small. It was like a few millimeters high, so you'll have to send it to me again. So the next race will be on
December. I sent it attached too. So
will be on December 20th, and that will be
I'm such a nerd. But
the last race.
My buddy Eric told me that Hallmark had it in stock, and I'm like looking, he was going to pick it up for me at his location, but he keeps forgetting. And so I looked on Amazon, and sure enough, there it was. I'm like, yes.
Nerd.
Yes.
So
I started putting my decorations on the tree because the cats haven't been climbing the tree, so I figured I could justify doing it now.
I gotta take mine down now.
When you move.
The 30th.
you leave it up and just leave it there.
We got the keys today.
Okay, so I'll cut that out just for a second. I'll jump back up with them in a second. So, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thanks for coming in. As always, I always have the chat open when I'm in here. So, feel free to come and chat and talk. And I'm going to get some more streams going in some public lobbies. I managed to get my I rating up to a 1609, and now I'm kind of actually afraid to get into the public lobbies because my I rating is up so high. But it is what it is. I'm going to be putting laps in for the fixed Ferrari GT3, and I'm probably going to do something like the IMSA race just to put 3 series in. And by the end of the season, me and the guys have actually got a series set up for GT3 Challenge. So we can go through and check to see our standings by the end of it. So ultimately what we will do is by the end of the season, as long as you run 8 races, and then between the 6 of us, let's see who has the most amount of championship points at the end of the season. So guys, thank you very much for coming out. Thanks for watching. I'm glad that I actually had this stream working. We were able to get a practice race off, and we'll be back soon. So